So guys, in today's video, I'm going to be teaching you how to do a kickflip on a fingerboard. I did this before in another video, but I didn't really have a good camera setup. It was kind of bad instructions, but today's video, I will be actually showing you how to kickflip a fingerboard. So it's mainly 4 important steps, and I'll tell you those 4 important steps right now. So the first important step is the board you're using, or actually there's like 5 steps, but this one doesn't really count as a step. But first thing is what fingerboard you're using. So you most likely have a tech deck, one of these your standard normal tech deck that you can buy at Target or wherever you buy your tech decks from, or there's a slight chance you maybe have one of these Hot Wheels Tony Hawk ones that come with that Hot Wheel ramp setup thing. It'll look something like this. I think it's pretty good actually. Just the grip isn't very good. Or you have a good professional fingerboard like this one here. This one has foam grip tape. It's very consistent with the tricks. But those might be the boards you have. The tech deck one has really good grip. This one doesn't have as good grip. This one has really good grip. But so it's definitely gonna be harder if you have like one of these Hot Wheels ones or this tech deck here. It's gonna be harder to do it. But you can still do it. It'll just be a little harder. And now I'll show you the actual 4 steps that you need to use. So first step is finger positioning on the fingerboard. Around to a better angle. Let me bring you around to a different angle. Bring you to a top angle right now. Alright, so now that I have you guys at a top angle, I'll show you what your fingers need to do. So pretty much where your finger needs to be is you want to be flat on the board like this. You don't want to be like this or like this. You want to be pretty flat on the board. And then you want to have your middle finger, this finger right here, you want to have it a little bit, let me see what I do. So you want to have it kind of like this on the board. So this is the tail right here, this is the pop. The pop part, you want to have it right there on the board, just like that. And then your front finger wants to be just behind the front bolts, just behind it, so you can get the right leverage or the right amount of, or the right positioning, so you can get the right rotation. And then now that you have your fingers in the correct spot, I'll show you how to the other steps actually. So I'll show you guys those and I'll see you then. So now that you have your fingers in the correct spot and you know how to get your fingers, you want to practice your popping, the popping mechanism or whatever you want to call it, how to pop the board correctly. So now that you have your fingers in the right spot, you just want to practice kind of just popping. It'll feel really unnatural at first. Like when I do it lefty, it feels really unnatural. So that's how you guys are going to feel. You're going to feel unnatural, but you want to just work on popping it, and then you're going to want to learn how to ollie. This will help, but you don't actually have to like learn it. You just have to know how to kind of do it, because it won't really make a difference in the actual kickflip part. But if you want to learn the ollie, you can, but you can just learn the regular kickflip just by actually just learning it. So you want to practice just flipping it back like this, just keep going, and then you'll start to want to kind of over rotate it like this, like that, and kind of just pop it back. If you can do this, then you're doing pretty good. Just like that. Just practice that. Popping it back just like this. And once you get that down, then that will be very good. You'll be very close to a kickflip. So yeah, let's move on to the next part of it. And now that you learned that, now that you learned how to do this, you don't want to turn your whole arm around. You want to just keep, so when you pop it, instead of turning like this, you want to keep the board straight. So just practice an ollie, which looks like this. Like that, that's an ollie. Just like that. And so when you pop it up in the air, you just want to practice your ollie. That's just the third step, kind of. Just practicing your ollies. And then once you get your ollies right, you want to learn the next step, which is a little bit more tough. So we'll move on to the next step now. So the next step is actually getting the board to flip. So this is the final step. So the way you want to get the board to rotate like that is you want to do the ollie, but instead of bringing your hands down like that, instead of going like this, you want to pop the board and then do the regular ollie motion, which is like bringing your finger up, like that. You want to slide your fingers off the front portion of the board, like that, and then that'll cause the board to rotate, like that. And then just for good measure, I'll just, because you might be wondering, like, because I kind of wondered what does a kickflip actually look like if you're just a complete beginner. A kickflip, I'll show you from like this. So pretend like this is flat ground. It's where the board goes like this, boom, and then you land it like that. It's like this. That's a kickflip, just in case you didn't know. But anyway, so once you learn how to do the ollie, boom, you slide your fingers off, gets the board spinning, you want to catch it out of the air, and then once you master that, you should be able to land a kickflip pretty consistently, and it looks the best. Then I'll do it with the tech deck just to prove that you can do it. That's the kickflip on the tech deck, just like that. And then just to prove that it's possible on the Hot Wheels card, or the Hot Wheels Fingerboard, this actually is a pretty cool graphic. But anyway, this one, you can definitely land it on, just like that. And then once you learn how to actually get the fundamentals down, you can land kickflips, then you can incorporate into tray flip, just like that. Then you can do kickflip to manual, or I need something to actually do it on, but anyway, just to like kind of explain, you can do like that. You can do to a nose manual, or whatever that's called. I kind of forgot the name for a second. And then once you learn the kickflip, it's actually really fun to do because you can do it pretty consistently. Then you can do a fakey kickflip, which is just rolling the other way. You can do a heel flip, like that. And then, so yeah, ollie is the main backbone of all your tricks. You just want to learn how to ollie, boom, boom, boom. Then you can start learning how to kickflip, boom, boom, boom. And that's a kickflip tutorial. I hope you have good luck during your kickflip journey, and I hope you can learn it easily. And as always, I hope this video helped you. And I will see you guys in the next one.